What's up, guys? It's me. I don't know what's more broken, Mystic Mind or my feelings after watching Avengers Endgame 24, and today I'm here to give you guys a top 10 video on my top 10 cards that I would like to get off the ban list right now. I know Kisame did a video like this, and I would have liked to do one with him to hear his opinion, but after doing the video with him, it's more like we know the cards that we're going to say are broken as hell, so we're not making arguments on why these cards can't come off, so I know that's what you're thinking. That's not the level of thinking. I understand these cards are banned for reasons, but these are cards that I feel like if they were taken off the ban list now, they might shake up the game, or they might be placed in certain decks that I feel like that would really shift things around in the nature of Yu-Gi-Oh right now. Go to our Discord server where you can suggest all types of videos, listen to my podcast, follow me on other social media accounts, all of that type of stuff is in the description down below. But with no further ado, we're going to get into this list. My number 10 card is two cards. Forceful Sentry and Delinquent Duel. These two cards, I have them both at number 10 because they both relatively do the same thing, and it's all about hand control. And nowadays, I want these cards to come off the ban list. I would like to see them come off the ban list because I feel like today in Yu-Gi-Oh, card advantage is such a big thing. With decks like Dangers going around, with a lot of these decks have really strong hands, especially with hand traps and things like that. A lot of unpreventable stuff. Even with Thunder Dragons, with the ability of discarding the cards, I feel like there needs to be somewhat of defense, and these cards might help towards that because of these abilities that help you not only get to look at your opponent's hand, you get to get rid of cards in your opponent's hand. Now, I understand these cards can never come off because, imagine you get that first turn and your opponent can't even join. That's super unfair. I get it, but just you guys get what I'm talking about. Like, we need more effects that, look at the hand, get rid of shit from the hand, just help you out with shit like that. That's one of the reasons why I want Delinquent Duel or Forceful Sentry to come off the ban list. I feel like it'd be a nice shakeup to what Yu-Gi-Oh is nowadays. Number 9, Karatsu. I know this card can't come back because of the, yes, I know. I've already said, let's not think about all the reasons why a card cannot come back. Let's just think about it like maybe if it got errated and it had somewhat of the ability that it could come back. Karatsu's ability for your opponent to skip their next draw phase, I feel like is very vital because there's way too many ways of plussing in Yu-Gi-Oh! That, not to say the draw phase is irrelevant for most decks, but, I feel like that's something we can start affecting now. It's like, you get what I'm saying? Like, that's something we can start making steps towards, of affecting people's draw phases, because there's so many other ways to plus off cards, whether or not be through adding, searching, special summoning cards. There's so many other +1s, +2s in Yu-Gi-Oh nowadays. I feel like now we can start having effects that, go after draw phases and things like that. That's why it's my number 9. Number 8, Cyberjar. Cyberjar's broken as all fuck. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I would like this card to come back almost purely off of nostalgia. The way that card works, I feel like we need more quick effect board wipes in this game. Not quick effect, let me get rid of my opponent field. No, get rid of everybody's field. The game is getting too crowded, too flooded. All these you can't target. Guess what? Cyberjar don't target. Get rid of everybody and just start all over again, and have somewhat of an element of the monsters in your deck to matter in the main deck. Because most decks, it doesn't matter what's in your main deck because they always build up to pull the boss monsters out of the extra deck. The boss monsters have mostly shift from the main deck to the extra deck in a lot of meta decks today. It's just it's either the engine or the boss monster is inside of that extra deck. So something like the Cyberjar, wipe that out, and just I would like to see an element or some type of effect like that, or a quicker version of an effect like that happen in today's game. Moving on up, Premature Burial. I feel like Premature Burial can come back. I would like to see it come back, mainly because Monster Reborn is back. Nobody plays it. Yes, I get it. It's an equip card. It's searchable. You can get it out on the field. You can mess around with it. You can reuse it a lot more than something like a Monster Reborn because Premature Burial is an equip card. But we should have more cards like that. It's not a soul charge. It's nothing too crazy. Yes, you can get an effect off of it, but like I said, once again, Monster Reborn is back. Not much happening with that. So I feel like even if the card came back, it would not see much play. I understand, like I said before, I know there's decks that abuse equip cards, but those aren't meta decks right now. So even if it came back, the decks that would abuse it wouldn't be super duper OP, especially not to the point where it can't compete with nothing that's out today. So how I feel about that one. Moving up, number 6, Pot of Greed. It's a simple +1. Everybody should have one. This way worse than Yu-Gi-Oh. Just give it back. Come on. Just give it back. It should be higher on the list, but just give it back. We've made countless arguments for Pot of Greed. It's so much. Just give it back. Move up. Number 5. Harpies Feather Duster. We need Harpies Feather Duster. Like I said, we need more board wipes. We need quicker cards to get board wipes. I understand Harpies Feather Duster itself is somewhat searchable within Harpy decks and things like that. But you can, use it. I believe it's at 1 in the OCG, and it's not killing everybody. Most people don't even play trap cards nowadays, so it's not like it's going to see crazy amount of play, but there are decks that help get rid of floodgates. It helps get rid of all those pesky, annoying field spell cards that goes on in a lot of meta decks today. So I feel like that would definitely be something that could, shake up the game. I would like to see that happen. Moving up. Number 4, Change Your Heart. Based off of pure nostalgia, playing Yu-Gi-Oh for a very long time. Change Your Heart, it targets. A lot of the biggest monsters in Yu-Gi-Oh can't even be targeted. Who's this really hitting? We can see Change Your Heart come back. Man, I'm going to put Change Your Heart in my... Some of these cards, you're going to be seeing some Banlist Banters. When some of these cards come off the goddamn Banlist. Because goddamn it, Change Your Heart can come back. I would like to see an effect like Change Your Heart come back. Because it wouldn't even be that crazy. It would honestly be like Monster Reborn. Because Monster Reborn to Premature Burial is what Change of Heart is to Snatch Steal. Give me the basic version of it, not the equipped version, so it's not that abusable. Whatever the drawbacks of it, yeah, just give me that, and we good. We good. Oh, it'd be great. Moving on up, number 3, Cold Wave. I like effects like Cold Wave because, nowadays in Yu-Gi-Oh! We have cards like Super Polymerization where you can't respond. Certain cards that are out nowadays was like, you can't respond to this effect. You can't respond. I'm just too broken. And those are really broken effects. So why not just have a simple card that has to be activated at a very specific point in the game? You either get it off and you can do it, and it's somewhat fair because you can't do it on both sides. So it is somewhat fair. But I like that effect of like, listen, all that extra shit you try, none of that's happening. We just dealing with what we got right now. We not activating nothing. We just going blow for blow, toe to toe with them on your feet. Like, beat them down, beat monsters days, like beat stick monster days. I like that. I like that type of effect. I feel like that would be nice in Yu-Gi-Oh! Just to change the nature up a little bit. It might make people think twice about having a little piece of shit ain't weak ass monsters in their main deck that don't do nothing. Put a 1900 in there. Be a man. Bring 1900 monsters back. That'd be nice. I know it's old man crackpot theory. So listen, bro. Number 2, Maxie. Maxie needs to be back in Yu-Gi-Oh! It needs to be back in Yu-Gi-Oh! I know Kisame makes arguments for this card all the time, and I probably really don't fight with him that much whenever he talks about it, but the way Yu-Gi-Oh! Conducts itself these days, why we can't have Maxie? There's so many FTKs. There's been so many OTKs. That's all Yu-Gi-Oh! Is nowadays. You either win in your first 3 turns or that's it. Give me Maxie. You can't abuse it on the first turn. So it's automatically beneficial to the second turn player. And in the third turn, you've already had a chance to set up. I don't see much not fairness amongst this card. Give it back. I need that. My number 1 card on this list that I would like to come off the ban list right now is Dandelion. Dandelion needs to come back. I understand it gives tokens. I get it, bro. It gives tokens. We have Link monsters. You can't be too crazy with all that type of abilities and things like that. But, god damn it, it's Dandelion. You know how many decks can run a Dandelion? And I know it's a if this card is sent to the graveyard, so it never misses timing. It's always gonna get it. It's an abusable ability. But you know how this is my list. So let me start off with this. This is my list. You can make your own list. Comment down below. I'll be more than obliged to read your list. Because it's your personal list, so I can't really argue. This is, like I said, this video is not about why cards can never come back. This is just cards we want to see come off the ban list. So you can have the most broken card on there. You can have Maki Ryu, whatever, the Dark Destroyer that allows you to act trap cards in the hand. You can like that card to come back, and I understand why it can never come back. But this video is not about why cards can't come back. These are just the cards that we would like to see come off that ban list. And me and Dandelion, we go so far back. Like, if me and Kisame was to redo our top 10 favorite cards in Yu-Gi-Oh! Today, after so many years of us doing it back then, Dandelion's top 5 one of my favorite Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards up now. It's just, I have, not just because of the anime, just my personal relationship with that. That card's got me out of so many good situations back in the days. Like, that card is such a good card. It's artwork and it's hollow. It's such a nice card. It's so useful. And not even in a meta way, just, it could do no wrong. And yeah, you got my nigga Dandy in jail. You gave him life without parole. You got him locked in there forever. Let him free Dandy. Hashtag free Dandy. Damn it, man. I miss Dandelion. We gotta come back. It's still sitting in my deck. I can't play it, but it's still sitting. I'm gonna show you. What's my Dandelion? Give me a second. Cause y'all act like I don't own Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I own Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Let me just show y'all something. This is my master deck from Mad Language. I swear up and down. So, you think I'm a noob. I don't never own no Yu-Gi-Oh cards. You see this? You're gonna arrest him, the ferocious, the dastardly, the maniacal Dandelion. You niggas better get me out of jail. They put money on my books. They got me in here eating fucking Wheaties. But free Dandy, man. Get my guy out of jail. It's like my favorite card, man. Get him out of jail. Like the video. Comment down below your list. I would love to read what you guys would like to see come off the ban list. I think this is a nice, interesting conversation because we're not talking about why cards can't come back, but just seeing what people's favorite cards are that they would like to come off the ban list. So, comment them down below. Let me know. Like the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Click the bell for notification. That way, if you're old, guys, listen to my podcast. It's not Yu-Gi-Oh related. Link is in the description. Go to our Discord server. Link is in the description. Also, when I go filming with Kisame in a couple weeks or so, we're gonna do a lot of videos. I'm gonna do some could this be metas. I'm gonna do like a could this be meta that I'm making, and then I want to do like a fan could this be meta. Like I want to do like read the ones that y'all be making. So go to the Discord server and in the video suggestions area, I want you guys to make a whole 5 cards for an archetype, make the effects with the pictures, and I'll shout you out. And I'll do, when we do a Could This Be Meta, I'll do like the fan-made Could This Be Meta, so that way you guys get a little bit more representation on the channel. And I think it's cool because you guys love that segment, and that way you guys can understand how hard it is when we do it. So, we share the load. We're family here at Underground. So, I look forward to that. But until then, I'll see you niggas Saturday where I'll be giving you guys the deck profile of my Celtic Guardian deck. See you then.